Ciao a tutti, sono in compagnia di Erenik Beqiri, regista e sceneggiatore di The Van. Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi Erenik, thank you for being with us. Can you tell us one thing in particular that you loved about your movie?
Well, I right now I'm far from the part where I love the film, because I think like every time now that I watch the film, I find things that could have been improved. But I think the only thing that, I mean, not the only thing, but one of the things that I like about the film is that it has managed so far to connect with audience in different places like Morocco, France, Italy, and of course in Albania. So I think that's the best part. But me, every time I watch it, I say, okay, maybe we need to change stuff. So yeah, I'm in that kind of phase right now.
I know the feeling, because I was watching you yesterday while you were in the audience and you were watching the movie, and at some point I could tell, especially like at the beginning when you know it's just about to come out, you were like, as every director watching this movie, you were like covering you and like being like, oh my God, just about to watch my movie. So what's the feeling when you watch something that you made and it's big on a screen? Do you remember like the first time that you watched something with your name on it and it was on a big screen?
Yeah, I remember, but I think it never changes. Like every moment that you're watching the film, it's still the same with every film that you're making, because the process never ends. You know, like every time you're watching is just like, okay, maybe this scene should have played out differently. Maybe I should have taken another angle. Maybe not this take. So it's the same even for the van right now as for the other films. I don't think it will change, and the more I see, the more it will be like that, I guess.
So from the movie, is there like any bit in particular, not just the movie has the actual movie itself, but also the process or the set, something that you watched or something that you've done that you would have loved to do more of it or to have more of it?
Well, I think right now the film is packed. You know, like it has the beginning and middle and the end. I think it's good. The only thing I would have done is just change few like the way some scenes are playing out with the camera. But that's just me, you know, like that's just my craziness, I guess.
So I'm going to ask you to do the classic elevator pitch. What is your movie about for all of those who haven't seen it yet, and why would I have to watch it?
The film is about a boy who wants to immigrate to Albania. He's young, and the only way he can make money to live along with his father is going in this fight inside the van, where he's fighting for basically to be also alive. So it's a film about freedom, but it's also a film about the love and the love between a father and the son. Why they should watch it, I don't know. I mean, I think the film will manage.
Because it's a beautiful movie, I would say.
Thank you.
And so the guy gets in the van and he's fighting for money. He's raising this money because he wants to leave Albania. He's looking for a better life somewhere. He's basically looking for fortune. So how does your movie connect to older or newer, younger generation in Albania who's looking for something better, or is looking for an escape?
Well, I can start saying by myself, you know, like there's been in Albania, there's been this kind of like a need to go out since the 90s. Like many people flee to Italy and to Greece, and that hasn't changed at all. You know, like people still differently, but they're still immigrating. I know I've tried. I mean, I've wanted to immigrate. I had friends that have immigrated. So this part is still very much, you know, part of our, like, I don't want to say culture, but is implemented in our minds. So what was the question again?
How does this movie relates to younger generation?
Yeah, so I think that the struggle, you know, like there is a struggle of these people, of this generation, that is really seeking for a better future. And this is the same with the character. Obviously in the film is more fiction than what is happening in reality, but you know, like you get what's there around you in the society and you transform it into a visual medium.
I don't want to spoil the end of the short movie. They will find out by themselves. I just want to ask you, in your own mind, the short movie doesn't show us if he manages to go or not. In your own mind, does your character or any of them at the end manage to go out of Albania?
I don't know, because I think it's more powerful what you will think or what the audience will think that what I will serve them. I'm just giving them enough so they can start thinking what's the best solution or what's the best ending for them. So I think it's more powerful for them to decide than me to like explicitly say to them, this is the end, you know.
Okay. And Earlier on, we were talking about the importance of movies and what an effect it had in your life. What was the struggle in order to realize the movie, in order to make this movie happen?
Well, it took 3 years to make the film. It was we tried to get finance in Albania. We didn't manage for some reasons. So I had the French producers who really stuck with the project and they believed in the project. They stayed with me for 3 years, and it was really good because they believed in the project for so long, and it really meant something to me. And in 3 years, they finally managed to do a budget, then put all the people together. It wasn't easy, but it was a 3-year journey that is finally came to fruition.
Are you happy with the final product?
Well, I am happy. I mean, beside what I said earlier, like you still want to change stuff. I think that's like something that you don't change as a director. That you every time you see your own work, you're like, yeah, but maybe this should have been like that. And I think that's never gonna go away. But besides that, yeah, I'm happy. I'm pretty satisfied with the film.
An interesting fact that I found out after watching the movie is that the actor playing the main guy is a French actor, and he's speaking Albania. Now, I don't speak Albania, so I couldn't tell if it was like good Albania or bad Albanian. But how was the process of working with a foreign actor for you, learning your own language in order to play the part?
Well, he actually sounds very Albanian in the film. We didn't have much time to prepare actually for the film. We had like a month because of the situation, how it came up. And he read the script. He liked the script. I sent him. I recorded myself speaking the lines. I sent him the lines, and he would memorize them, and then I would explain the meaning behind each word and where the emphasis should go. And then, but the thing is with Phoenix, the actor, is that he's very good because he started to understand the meaning of the words and where the punctuation and where to put the right emphasis. So by the time we started shooting, I mean, even when he was talking on the scene, he looked totally Albanian to me.
It's true. Like I couldn't tell the difference. It was like striking. Last question, and then I'll let you go. Are you planning, or would you plan to release like a feature film out of the van, or do you think is there room for the story to flourish?
There is room for the story to be expanded more, and there's been like contacts about that. But for me personally, I think the story is finished with the short. I think the film has a clear beginning, middle, and end, and there's like a whole package, you know what I mean? So for me, the film is there in the short, and yeah, I mean, it can be expanded, of course, into a feature, but pretty much what I had to say is in the short.
Okay, so we won't be expecting anything like Whiplash. So we see the short movie and then we see the feature.
Whiplash were mostly was a scene like from a bigger stuff. It was just the auditorium scene with him playing, but in the case of the van, it's like a whole narrative structure. Of course, it's a short. It doesn't have the multi-layer of a feature, but I think it's pretty much done. For me.
Erenik, thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. Enjoy the festival.